between the Nerdy Dragons, and they're going to be taking on the Valley Cats. Referees are just about into position. Both teams now back in their benches, having a bit of a chat. And pretty soon we'll get a 30-second whistle to get this game underway. So introducing the two teams, we're going to start with the Nerdy Dragons, number 10 KTKO, 1208 Smackaron, 16 Rage, 181 Cunning Linguist, number 19 Spag, number 20 Kitty Kaboom, number 5 Calamity June, number 77 Crackerjack, 78 Vivian Oblivion, 818 Dolly, 86 Razorbeck, 90 Psycho, 95 Keza Kapow. And on the Valley Cats lineup, we have number 2 Dakota Blocker, 23 Hale Skaten, 2627 Hells Yeah, number 30 Bombshell, 37 Penalty Box, 45 Assassin Speed, 467 Grey's Anatomy, 51 Melonhead, 52 Slam Halen, 55 Bussy the Vampire Slayer, number 6 Bad Juju, 666 The Beast, and number 9 Bricks. The two teams out on track at the moment. The Valley Cats in the teal and the skaters in black, of course, the Nerdy Dragons. As we get this one underway, nicely done then by Hells Yeah, picking up lead jammer status for the Valley Cats. And Spag, the other jammer, out on track for the Nerdy Dragons. Now we're good. There we go. 2-0 it is then. Kitty jamming 4 and picking up lead jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Bad Juju then it is jamming for the Valley Cats. Nice little hop, skip and jump to the inside part of turn on that previous pass. Boom. 4 more points being added. Cordless box are a great thing until the batteries decide to not want to play anymore. So we're good to go. So Spag it is then jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Elsier jamming for the Valley Cats. Spag gets on through, lead jammer. Wasting no time getting the initial pass done. It's all about points from here on in. Pack now slowly coming into turn number 1. Not facing Spag too much. Nicely done to the inside part of turn 2 on that previous pass. The recycle then from 818, Dolly on Helsier, almost back to the middle part of the main straightaway. Now coming through turn 2, and Spag has seen enough and calls it off. In the early stages of this first half, 21 playing 10, 17, sorry, correction in there for this score, 17 playing 10. So we have out front on lead jammer status, that's 2-0, Kitty Kaboom jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Bad Juju then, number 6, jamming for the Valley Cats. Nicely done to the outside part of the back straightaway there for Kitty Kaboom. There's a pack now slowly making its way into turn number 3 down the far end. Trying to find some room on the outside of turn 4. Nicely done then from Kitty Kaboom. It's 4 more points. Nerdy Dragons defense going to work on the Valley Cats jammer. So start pass successfully done, but unfortunately number 5 there for the Valley Cats, Bussy the Vampire Slayer. Not going to add anything more to the total of 10 points. So jam number 6 underway. Unfortunately though for 181 Cunning Linguist, it is a cut track. 5-1 Melonhead getting on through for the Valley Cats, picking up lead jammer. There's a pack now slowly coming through into turn number 2. Oh, nicely done then for, Melonhead working the inside part of turn 3 in the previous pass. Manages to stay inbounds. Cunning Linguist back out on track after being released from the penalty box. Nice 11-point jam there for Melonhead, taking the Valley Cats to 21. Nerdy Dragons on 29. We're into jam number 7 of this first half. Clash between the Valley Cats and the Nerdy Dragons. Nicely done, 1-9 Spag. Getting on through, lead jammer going the way of the Nerdy Dragons. Unfortunately though, at the back of the pack, Hells Yeah has a bit of work to do. There's 4 more points in for the Nerdy Dragons and a Spag. Slowly make its way into turn number 3. KTKO at the front of the pack, just trying to hold up the Valley Cats jammer. Start pass successfully done, but unfortunately no more points then being added for the Valley Cats. I believe that was Hale Skaten receiving the jammer star. Both teams defensively want to start on the pivot line and do the drawback, but not really going to work. Number 6, Bad Juju, then jamming for the Valley Cats. 2-0, Kitty Kaboom jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Just the hit it and quit it. And the 3 points then for the Valley Cats. Nicely done. Jam number 9 underway. Jamming for the Valley Cats, it is Melonhead. So, Cunning Linguist just skated to the centre of the track there. A little bit of discomfort, called jam off. Nicely done there from Spag, number 19, the jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Nice and quick getting through the pack, picking up lead jammer. Number 30 then, Bombshell jamming for the Valley Cats. First time in this game we've seen Bombshell jamming. Got a bit of work to do at the back of the pack. The Nerdy Dragons defense. Coming through turn number 2 on the back straight away. It's going to be a power jam for the Valley Cats. Skaters now entering into turn number 3. Pack slowly coming through turn number 4, back onto the main straightaway. Spag released back out onto the track. Wasting no time getting through the pack and picking up the 4 points. This one then comes to an end. A nice 12-point jam then from Spag, and the Nerdy Dragons just stretching the lead somewhat over the Valley Cats, 49-24. With around 16 minutes to play out in this first half game. So we get this one underway. Jam number 11. Smackaron and Bad Juju, the 2 jammers on track. Bad Juju, number 6 there, getting on through, lead jammer. At the back of the pack coming through turn number 1, Smackaron. With a little bit of work to do to try and get through these Valley Cats blockers. 8-6, Razorback coming through, offering up some O. Hopefully creating a bit of a gap for Smackaron to use, but the Valley Cats blockers are more than awake to it. Bad Juju though, nice 4 points on that previous pass. And again, nicely done by Bad Juju. It's another 4 points for the Valley Cats. Not a lot of speed about the pack as they come off of turn 4 down the main straight. As this one is all done and dusted. Nicely done, Bad Juju. .15 jam, moving the Valley Cats along to 39. As we find ourselves under an official timeout. Just a reminder, if you haven't bought your raffle tickets, please do so. The raffles at the main entrance into the stadium here. So Melonhead and Kitty Kaboom, the 2 jammers out on track. Kitty Kaboom in the black on orange. Melonhead in the black, teal and white, jamming for the Valley Cats. But nicely done though, Kitty Kaboom picking up lead jammer. The initial pass is all done, it's all points from here on in. 4 more points in fact being added. And Melonhead for the Valley Cats has got a bit of work to do as the pack now coming into turn number 3 rather. The chase down's on, but Kitty Kaboom having none of it, gets on through nicely. Meanwhile, back down in turn 4, KTKO doing what KT does so very, very well, and that's hold up skaters, in particular jammers. Very nice pass, that previous one there for Kitty Kaboom. Putting on another 4 points. Trying to work the inside, outside part of the track for Kitty Kaboom. Not really working until coming off of turn number 2. So the pack coming down the back straightaway. Right about the midpoint of the back straightaway. As that jam is all done and dusted, not before Kitty Kaboom added 20 minutes rather, to the Nerdy Dragons. They move along to 69, the Valley Cats on 39. So we have Spag jamming for the Nerdy Dragons, Bombshell jamming for the Valley Cats. Fortunately though for Bombshell, picking up an early penalty. Has been released back out of track. Nice hit there, 818 dolly. Bombshell was quick to get back up on the skates. But unfortunately for Bombshell, it's another visit to the penalty box. This is the power jam then for Spag and the Nerdy Dragons. Instructions coming from the bench there for the Nerdy Dragons to put an end to that jam. Not before adding 4 more points. 6 more points, in fact. The Nerdy Dragons now on 75, that's on 39. So jam number 14 it is. Cunning Linguist, the jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Power jam start for the Nerdy Dragons. Unfortunately, Bombshell making a trip to the penalty box. Having said that, Bombshell being released back out on track. Now slowly coming into turn number 3. So the blocker advantage is going to go the way of the Nerdy Dragons. Unfortunately for the Valley Cats, 666, the Beast, picking up a penalty. Nicely done then for Cunning Linguist getting on through. It's another 4 points. Just on 8 minutes remaining in this first half. The Nerdy Dragons have got themselves a nice little lead. Currently on 91. Valley Cats on 39. Black 9-5, first time out as Jammer. That's Keza Kapow. Keza Kapow picking up lead Jammer. And 2 points. Not to be outdone, the Valley Cats picking up 4 points as well. So that whistle means let's get going. 2-0, Kitty Kaboom jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Hells Yeah jamming for the Valley Cats. Just trying to find some territory up the front of the pack there for Hells Yeah. Nicely done, gets on through. So we get this one underway, jamming for the Valley Cats. It is number 6, Bad Juju. Jamming for the Nerdy Dragons, number 1, 9, Spag. But Bad Juju is seen enough and called it off. So number 9-5, Keza Kapow, jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Nicely done, lead jammer. Melonhead then the jammer for the Valley Cats. As the pack now slowly coming through turns 3 and 4, nearly back onto the main straightaway. Blockers there for the Nerdy Dragons, giving Melonhead plenty to think about as the pack come through into turn number 2. That's not facing Keza Kapow too much. Keza Kapow then trying to find a way through the Valley Cats defense on the back straightaway. And in doing so, picking up some more points. The Valley Cats defense doing a pretty good job of holding up Keza Kapow. As now the pack comes through. Turn number 4 back onto the main straightaway. Nicely done by Keza Kapow on that previous pass to find a nice little gap in which to get on through. A couple of skaters having a bit of a tumble here. just on 2.5 minutes remaining, we have the Nerdy Dragons on 109 and the Valley Cats on 43. We're back. So we got jam number 19, well and truly underway. Should say we had jam number 19, well and truly underway. 2 points in being added to the Valley Cats, moving them along to 45. Just the And also 2 points for the Nerdy Dragons. Sees them on 111. So with that whistle, the jam is underway. Spag and Bad Juju, the two jammers, out on track. Nicely done then from Spag, getting on through, picking up lead jammer. Unfortunately though for Spag, it is a trip to the penalty box on a back block call. So a good opportunity then for Bad Juju and the Valley Cats. And the drawback from KTKO taking Bad Juju almost back into turn number 4. Nicely done by the Nerdy Dragons, just spreading out, or bridging out as we call it in the roller derby, using the maximum amount of territory by which to draw the jammer back. KTKO doing what KT does so well, but up for the challenge. Bad Juju gets through nicely. Spag released back out on track, immediately sets about getting some more points. 4 points it is for Spag and the Nerdy Dragons. Just a quick reminder, if you haven't yet got your raffle tickets, please do so, because at the halftime break coming up very, very shortly, we are going to be drawing the raffle between, at the end of this game, between this game and the last game on today's program, we're going to be drawing the raffle, not at halftime. I do apologise. So if you haven't got your tickets, make sure you get your tickets to be in the raffle. There's some awesome prizes up for grabs. That whistle then brings about the end of the first half. We see the Nerdy Dragons on 123 with the Valley Cats on 48. Good opportunity to check out some merch and buy some hot food at the canteen here, or some of the baked goodies that are on offer as well. We're going to take a short break. When we return, it is the second half action between the Nerdy Dragons and the Valley Cats. So we get the second half action back underway. And it is Kitty Kaboom and Melonhead, two jams out on track. Kitty Kaboom getting on through though, picking up lead jammer nice and quick. Unfortunately, it was a bit of a power jam then for Kitty Kaboom. Melonhead being released back out onto the track. Now it's back now coming into turn number 3. Both teams now trying to hold up their respective jams, but this one underway, number 2 of the second half. We have Cunning Linguist, the jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Grazed Anatomy, the jammer for the Valley Cats. Lead jammer is with the Nerdy Dragons and Cunning Linguist. Nicely done there. Nice call off, nice and early getting the points. So Hells Yeah, jamming for the Valley Cats. Spag jamming for the Nerdy Dragons, getting through nice and quickly. Spag, lead jammer going the way of the Nerdy Dragons. Spag now coming through turn number 2. They'll make their way down the back straight away into turn 3. Spag trying to find a way through. So number 2-0, Kitty Kaboom jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Hells Yeah jamming for the Valley Cats. Nicely done. Hells Yeah gets on through. Both jammers then now have the initial pass all sorted. It's about point scoring passes from here on in. Out the front of the pack, Hells Yeah, just the 2 blockers to get through, but one of those blockers is KTKO. Jam number 5 underway. Melonhead and Keza Kapow, the two jammers on track. Nicely done though, Melonhead picking up lead jammer. So, power jam it is then for Keza Kapow and the Nerdy Dragons. Melonhead picking up a penalty, unfortunately. As the pack then slowly coming through turns 3 to 4 down the far end of the track. And that's not phasing Keza Kapow too much. Nicely done on that previous pass. It's another 4 points. Trying to work the outside part of turn 4 for Keza Kapow. Not going to work too well, but Keza made it work nicely. Pack now coming into turn number 2. Those jammers trying to keep up with the pack. The pack are trying to get away from the jammers as quick as they possibly can. Nicely done by Melonhead. And 4 points as well, after being released out of the penalty box and back on track. So 8 points apiece for both jammers. 11, sorry, to 8. So slight advantage going the way of the Nerdy. Moving out to 153. The Valley Cats on 59. So Spag and Bad Juju, the two jammers on track. Spag getting through nicely, picking up lead jam, unfortunately for Bad Juju. It's going to be another trip to the penalty box. That doesn't seem to be facing Spag too much. Nicely done, 4 points. Pack now coming through into turn number 1. Spag just trying to find some room there to the middle part of the track. Does so nicely. Unfortunately picking up another penalty, so power jam then for Spag and the Nerdy Dragons. So just the one blocker to get past. Spag has seen enough and calls it off. So we are going to have an official timeout. So we get the action back underway. So 818 Dolly it is, and jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Bad Juju just been released back on track. Dolly well and truly off to the race. Has got a nice bit of speed. 4 points on that previous pass. Unfortunately though for Dolly, it's a back block call. So power jam then for Bad Juju and the Valiant. There's a pack now coming through turns number 3. Nicely done there. Bad Juju, 4 points on the previous pass. This pack now comes off the main straightaway into turn number 1. Bad Juju looking to try and find some space on the inside line. That's not going to happen. Needs the centre part of the track coming off of turn number 2. Nicely done, Bad Juju. 4 more points. Whilst all that was going on, Dolly released out of the penalty box, back on track. As the pack now comes down the front or main straightaway, a couple of skaters taking a tumble to the inside part of the track there. That one's all done and dusted. So Smackaron and Hells, yeah, the 2 jammers on track. And unfortunately for Hells, yeah, it's the forearms calling a trip to the penalty box. So a good chance in for Smackaron to put on some points. Through into turn number 1. Both teams trying to go defensively nice and hard at one another. That's what we like to see. This is a full contact sport after all. Keza Kapow now, the recognised jammer after a successful star pass is completed. That's a power jam then for the Nerdy Dragons. Hopefully Keza Kapow can put some points on the board while the opposing jammer sits a penalty in the penalty box. So this jam is going to run its full 2 minutes. So we're just going to have an official timeout as called there by Gary. Just a reminder, at the end of this game and before our last game today, we are going to be drawing the raffle. So if you haven't yet got your raffle tickets, might I suggest you head on over to where the raffle is, on to the entrance there as you come into the stadium. grab yourself some raffle tickets. Also, at the end of the day, the after party is going to be just across the road at the Keysborough Hotel. So for all skaters, even fans, if you want to join us at the end of the day, just across the road at the Keysy Hotel, we'd love to see as many of you there as possible. So 181, Cunning Linguist, the jammer for Nerdy Dragons, also lead jammer. Melonhead is the jammer then for the Valley Cats. As the pack of skaters is somewhat split coming into turn number 2, now they're sort of all together. Instruction from the bench coming through nice and loud and clear, so Cunning Linguist knew exactly what was going on. And we've got ourselves a team timeout. So we're back with the action. 818, Dolly jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. Bad Juju jamming for the Valley Cats. And just like that, Dolly gets on through lead jammer. So it's 4 more points then for Dolly and the Nerdy Dragons. Nicely done to the outside part of turn 4 there for Dolly on that previous pass. It's yet another 4 points. And also a power jam. Just looking across, I can see Bad Juju having some time in the penalty box there. So penalty box seeing a lot of skaters. The blocker advantage going clearly in the way of the Nerdy Dragons. Nicely done then from Dolly, just absolutely putting on the speed coming off the back straightaway to get past it. The 2 opposing blockers there from the Valley Cats. This is turning into a very, very nice jam indeed for Dolly and the Nerdy Dragons. Very nicely done there by Dolly, just a lazy 28 points. And with that 28 points, the Nerdy Dragons cracked the 200 mark. It is 2:19, and the Valley Cats on 70. As we now find ourselves under another official timeout. All right, after that little bit of a break there, some of the officials just making sure that things should be as they should be, and they are. So we get this one back underway, and it is Hells Yeah getting on through. Picking up lead, James, just getting the 8 points before calling it off. Nicely done there by Hells. I've just been asked to make an announcement. There's a plastic bag with stickers and pins and whatnot. If you find that bag, can you hand it over to Paige? Paige has got a set up on the far side of the track. It's all pink in front of the Kingston Roller Derby sign. So if you see that package, can you please hand it in to Paige over on the far side of the track in front of the Kingston City Rollers rainbow banner. So we get jam number 12 underway. 181, Cunning Linguist, jam 4, and picking up lead jammer, Nerdy Dragons. Melonhead jamming for the Valley Cats. As the pack slowly makes its way down the back straightaway into turn number 3. Nicely done by Cunning Linguist on the previous pass to pick up 4 points. Melonhead getting through the pack. We're not going to do much to the score as Cunning Linguist, very much aware of what was going on, called the jam off. Smackaron and Hells Yeah to do battle on track. 818 Dolly doing nicely to hold up Hells Yeah, but only momentarily. Hells Yeah getting on through, picking up lead jammer. And this could be a very nice jam indeed for Hells Yeah and the Valley Cats, because it is a power jam. Smackaron unfortunately been sent to the penalty box. Nicely done by Hells Yeah, previously picking up the 4 points. The recycle though from KTKO, almost back into turn 1 then for Hells Yeah. So Hells Yeah with it all to do at the back of the pack, just trying to find a way through the Nerdy Dragons defense. Not an easy task when you have the likes of Dolly, KTKO, Razorback, all fine skaters. The drawback then for Hells Yeah, taken from almost the midpoint of the back straightaway back into turn 1. And Hells Yeah has seen enough. So the two jammers out on track, Bombshell and Smackaron. Smackaron, of course, being released back onto the track after receiving a penalty in that previous jam. Both blockers now being held up. Those jammers rather being held up by two sets of blockers who are hell-bent on making sure that neither jammer gets through. But here comes the O then from the Nerdy Dragons in the form of Crackjack, just trying to open up a pathway for Smackaron's. Not going to work on that particular occasion, but Smackaron didn't need it. Nicely done to the outside part of turn 2 in the previous pass. Smackaron gets on through. Lead jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. To recycle in for Bombshell. Taken all the way back to the midpoint of the main straightaway. And unfortunately for Bombshell, it's a cut track, so power jammed in for Smackaron. Nicely done there from Smackaron, calling the jam whilst the opposing jam is still in the penalty box. So it will be a power jam start then for the Nerdy Dragons as we go into jam number 15. As we get this one underway. 2-0, Kitty Kaboom jamming and lead jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Power jam start for the Nerdy Dragons as Bombshell was sitting in the penalty box to start this jam off. Bombshell back on track though. Just the two blockers out front. Oh, nicely done. Just lost the skate there momentarily, but Bombshell back on skates and off we go. All's well. The Nerdy Dragons, one defense, one offense. And that'll do that. So just the 8 points in for Kitty Kaboom and the Nerdy Dragons. Have a fairly sizable lead, 243 playing 92. With the 4 points for the Valley Cats on that previous jam. So number 9-0 jamming for the Nerdy Dragons. That's Psycho. First time we've seen Psycho jamming today. And Hale Skaten also having a jam, but going to sit in the penalty box. So it's a power jam then for the Nerdy Dragons and Psycho. Psycho puts an end to this one. So up next on the track after this game, we have the host league for today's round 7 action, KCR VRDL. And they're going to be taking on East Fig, or the Witches of East Fig. So we get jam number 17 underway. Calamity June, the jammer for the Nerdy Dragons. Hale Skaten being released back onto the track after serving the penalty from that previous jam. And both jammers just trying to find a way. There's not much real estate in which to work with at the moment because the blockers, certainly from the Valley Cats, are giving Calamity June plenty to think about. But nicely done though. Hale Skaten gets on through. It is now, and is now the recognised lead jammer. Nicely done there by Hale Skaten. So the star pass then successfully done for the Nerdy Dragons. Number 10 KTKO is now the recognised jammer. And with Hale Skaten being sent to the penalty box, this is going to be a power jam for KTKO. So coming down now to the final seconds of this game. KT. Oh, just an apex jumps to finish things off here. Nicely done, KTKO. That would be an unofficial final score. Both jammer refs will make sure that all points are catered for. And once we get the green light, you will hear a rolling whistle, and that'll bring about the end of this game.
Killing me there, JR. This is taking a lot of
Yeah, well, you know, it's always suspense-filled roller derby. Never a dull moment. Jen? We have an official review. Thank you very much. Black have called an official review. So this game is not done and dusted yet. So Jen's going to make a trip into the centre. I'm going to find out exactly what is going on. Game 5 was scheduled for 5 o'clock start.
Okay, JR, I have some details for you. The Nerdy Dragons are seeking the penalty against their jammer at the very end of that last jam, which was a high block. They are seeking that that penalty be reversed as the initiation was completed and the high block was caused by the Valley Cat skater. So we're just waiting for the officials to confer on this one, and we should have an answer shortly. just a moment. We're just letting it get delivered to the teams. Okay, so the outcome of that, the black skater, I should say, initiated with their shoulder. Their shoulder went up into the jammer's face, and ultimately the call of a high block will stand. The official review will be lost.
Okay.
And that is time.
We got all that sorted, and that rolling whistle means that this is officially the end of the game. Nicely done by the Nerdy Dragons, taking out the win, 263. The Valley Cats on 97. As some of the fans, myself included, coming down side of the track to give up a high five. It's always going to be a case of who goes first. Nerdy Dragons led off by KO. There's Melonhead, Dolly. There's Kid. There's Spag. There's Kez. It's all the crew. There's Library Fine as well. Nicely done by the Nerdy Dragons. The way around down the end of the track. Just go past the Kingston ADR, sorry, the KCR VRDR crew, I should say. And here come the Valley Cats, led off by Bombshell. Nice to the Valley Cats there. Melonhead's in there. Nicely done, well done. Keiju. Nicely done, nicely done, nicely done, nicely done. So two teams are going to have a team photo in front of the scoreboard, as is the norm. We're going to take a short break. And when we return, it is the final game for today between KCR VRDL taking on the Butchers of East Vic.